Hello, boys and girls, whoever you are, and welcome to Ana Dialogue, the dialogue on analog music reproduction. In this episode, we are going to explore 6 amazing audiophile high-fidelity series, okay? Not labels, series. This is a fantastic trend that started some time ago. And now it's picking up and a lot of labels are doing their dedicated audiophile series. Fantastic. And today we're going to explore some of the main ones, some of the most interesting in my opinion, and have a little bit of chat, a discussion on the different aspects. Price, sonics, the quality, if they are worth the premium price they are requesting. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Let's jump in now and let's take a look at our first series. Go. Our first series comes from a renowned label which is specialized in reissues actually, and they decided a few months ago to create their audiophile high quality series. Actually, it's called High-Fidelity, and it's probably my favorite among these 6 we're going to explore today. Who I am describing here, I'm talking about the Rhino series. Very, very cool. I'm not going to do needle drops, okay, guys? It would take too much time, and I want to also diversify the type of video. I usually do needle drops. We're just going to take a look at the different series and talk briefly about them. Now, I think that this is the Jaco Pastorius. I'm going to start putting them here. This is one of my favorites, the Cars. So as you can see, not only jazz and classical music, also pop, rock, fantastic releases. And guys, I mean, the releases go for around $40. There are limited editions of 5,000 pieces each, not that much, and cut by Kevin Gray. So already in the specs, we could say fantastic. And I must say, I want to underline this, the quality of this releases for the price. I mean, even if these would cost double, they would be worth it. Absolutely. The jackets, highly high quality. I mean, tip-on, nice glossy pictures. Everything is done, I would say, at really the top of the tops. And most importantly, the sonics, guys. The sonics are truly incredible. One of the best series out there, if not the best, in my opinion. And once again, $40. I have to import in Europe each one, but in this case, it's worthwhile. Absolutely. So what else do we have? I just grabbed a few. Well, actually, these should be all of them. But they're releasing them constantly. And you have to go on the Rhino website. Maybe you can find them elsewhere, but might as well get them there and do it quickly because they go like that. Also, this one from Van Morrison. Wow. Really, wow. The sonics on this stuff. And it's not that easy to do high-quality sonics because these weren't audiophile recordings at the time. So to extract the juice and really bring back to life these type of records, it's difficult, and they are doing a very high quality job. Let's also take a look. Beautiful gatefolds. I mean, just exceptional. Even the part inside has these nice little jackets laminated inside. Beautiful. Very high quality vinyl. I don't care of 180 grams. That's ridiculous, but it's probably 180. Well, maybe it's less. Maybe it's 140. I don't know. In any case, not important. The rest is important. The mastering is important. The gear you use to master is important. How you cut the lacquers, that's what is relevant. Okay, I wanted to spend a little more time on this because it is really exceptional. Please try for yourself. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, our next series, actually 2 series coming from one specific special label, I would say. Craft Recordings. Now they, once again, do 2 series. The first one, the more audiophile, I would say, and carefully created, crafted, is the small batch series they do. It's approximately $100 each, usually a little more. Plus, once again, when we import it in Europe, the prices go much higher, including the shipping and things. US guys are really, really lucky to have this stuff in the house. And these are, let's see, one example. Actually, I only have this example. The Miles Davis Quintet, Relaxing with the Miles Davis Quintet, where they also adopt a special compound done by Neotech. It's very nice, the edition. I do like it pretty much. They have this nice cardboard and all covered by this fabric with the writing just tone on tone. Very nice. Then we have the normal release. You also have a nice little booklet with some information. As you can see, also the master tape, for example. And this is a one-step process, like the Mophie one. Remember, this stuff that we're looking at is inspired by stuff like Mobile Fidelity. We say Mophie, I know, I always mistake that. It's Mophie. Or the Analog Production series. But they do all the releases, okay? That's why I'm talking about series, not labels. Even though Craft Recordings, which is something, I would say, when did they start? A year and a half, 2 years ago? Not that much, actually. And they are delivering these incredible series. Now, I must admit, I'm not crazy about the small batch. I only have this, so maybe this wasn't so special. I saw that they still have them for sale on their website. So maybe in the end, for the price, they could have done better in this case, in my opinion. And these are cut by Bernie Grudman. Okay. But they also started recently another series, the Original Jazz Classics, which I'm sure you guys who were buying this stuff in the 90s, for example, I have lots of CDs with this little logo here, and they're re-releasing, reissuing famous jazz recordings. It's a new series. I mean, just a few releases have been issued. And I must admit, in this case, the quality is better. Now, these are, I have to read here, just $40, excellent price, and these are cut by Kevin Gray. And for example, this version of the Miles Davis Quintet, this album here, excellent. Also this one, Jazz at the Oberlin, fantastic. The Dave Brubeck Quartet, very, very nice. Excellent sonics, guys. Now these, once again, for the price also, are exceptional. I would not hesitate to get these. Plus, I want to do a special mention of honor of Craft Recordings because all the releases, even the normal ones they do, the reissues, are fantastic. I do want to say this. The quality is very high, not only in these special series, also their normal recordings, plus also their CDs. I mean, I truly adore the quality of their CDs, like this Benny Carter Jazz Giant. Wow, baby, wow. It has also the extra tracks that you don't find on the LP. I have also the LP, which is better, but these are truly amazing CD releases. So thank you for this stuff. I like it a lot. Let's put them aside here. Whoops. Okay, let's proceed. Our third series dives in the classical music section. And I'm very pleased. There's been a lot of rumor, a lot of noise, interviews, videos going on because a lot of people are greatly enthusiastic by this series released by Deutsche Grammophon, the original source release series. Fantastic, guys. Now, I'm not a huge classical buff, okay? I must admit that. So it's hard for me to have a connection. I don't know why. It's just me. I really need to sense the instruments. And in classical music, unless we're talking about chamber music, which I adore, but big symphonic orchestra is just a massive sound. Unfortunately, that's my limitations. Nevertheless, I do have, obviously, LPs, CDs, so it's something that I listen to, but in a minor way in respect to jazz, which I have loads of it, okay? So, turning back to this series, it's incredible that Deutsche Grammophon finally started to do something high-quality oriented, because these are mainly recordings from the 70s. They are 4 tracks, because they were supposed to create also the quadraphonic releases. That's why they made this, on half an inch tape. So not the quarter of an inch, half an inch. So very high quality. And they, at that time, they obviously did the stereo release, the downgraded stereo release, and they were good. I mean, they are famous releases, absolutely, but they never really had enough, I don't know, quality all around. So this is 100% analog, like all of the stuff that we're watching, that we're looking. All these series, except for one, we'll talk about that after, are all 100% analog, okay? Including these, and these are released by the Emil Berliner Studios. Great heritage there. So, what else can I say? 180 grams, very expensive. This time, you guys in the US have to import, because these go for, I have to say the price in euro, they span from 47 all the way to 135 euro, even more sometimes, because they have multiple releases also, and they go like this. So if you are mainly slightly interested in something like this, grab them before they are gone. And I must admit that they are very, very interesting. I mean, the sound is high quality. I do like it. I'm not crazy. I've heard better stuff, I must admit. Like, for example, the reference recordings releases of classical music. Nevertheless, this is 100% analog, and they are greatly dynamic. Also because it came from this special type of recording with the 4-track type on half an inch. Very interesting. Let's proceed. Okay, so for our 4th series, even though in this case, we are slightly outside of the series, because it's practically a dedicated release on LP, done by who? By Esoteric. And these releases, which just reached the shops, the shelves, are gathering great reviews. I mean, they're really appreciated. These were already released actually in 2009 under a different name. The series was Master Sound Works. Instead, this is the Masterpiece Collection. It's the same thing. I want to say right from the start that these are digital. They're sourced from digital. But as you can imagine, done by Esoteric, it's the top of the tops. In fact, I want to read here. The mastering process employs the newly established Esoteric mastering system, including Esoteric top-of-the-line equipment, Master Sound Discrete DAC, and Master Sound Discrete clock. In addition, the Mexel cables and other stuff. I mean, they are, I think, mainly super audio CD oriented, okay? Because they do that release, and they've been doing those releases, reissues of classical music for a long time. So they are specialized in that, I think. And every once in a while, they do these, which mainly Decca, but not only, which are pretty good. Especially this one. I like this one a lot. This one also, Deutsche Grammophon, Tchaikovsky, not bad. But, I don't know, considering these are quite expensive, I paid around 100 euro each. So I'm sure this is going to be much more around in the world. Although, if you look at the price, because there's the price here in yen, and if you do the math, these are released in Japan only for 45 euro, less than half. So if you're in Japan, grab a bunch of these and sell them back on Discogs. But apart from that, I mean, The editions are very high quality. I must admit that everything is done at the maximum standards. Let's try to see at least one. You have this nice little obi strip. No, obi. It's redundant saying obi strip. You have some information with all the nice little pictures with the stuff, high quality stuff by Esoteric. And these are Esoteric releases, if you know what I mean, where you, I don't know, push a lot the whole thing. But once again, in my opinion, not so amazing. I mean, the Deutsche Grammophon are better, in my opinion. Or, once again, for example, the reference recordings. But that's not a series. That's their releases, normal releases of the label. Okay, so let's proceed. For our 5th series, this is a very small series. I'm awaiting the new releases, which are going to be, from what I understood, only 5. I have only 1, so my opinion is going to be rather limited, only on 1 release, which is the 313 series done by a collaboration between Blue Note and Third Man Records, meaning Jack White. And they wanted to re-release, handled completely by them, these albums connected to Detroit, which in fact is revealed by this 313, which is the area code of Detroit. And as you know, they are based in Detroit. Jack has this great passion for the city and the area, so that's why they wanted to do this. Plus, on the wave, we could say, of the Tone Poet series, I also did a video when the Tone Poet was released in the first period. Here is a link. You're going to find the links also in the video description. And the classical series also, the classic series of Blue Note, are releasing amazing stuff. I didn't put those series here because clearly that's something that we all know. They have been releasing a lot of fantastic stuff for years now, so that's why they're not included here. These are new things, and this is one of these new series. But once again, I want to say, even though it's Blue Note, they're doing everything 100% analog at home at Third Man Records, and these are cut from the original master tapes by Warren DeFever. So, what can I say for the Sonics? Nice. Very nice. I mean, I like the sound. The quality is very good. The jacket and all the rest is decent. Not exceptional. Not like this stuff. No. In fact, the price goes around $40, $50. A little high, I must admit, considering everything. But if for example, you take Blue Note releases, or in general, we could say Rudy Van Gelder releases, because he's the mastermind behind all these recordings of Blue Note and many, many, many more labels. In fact, I've been planning to do a nice video on Rudy, and one day I'll do it. I must admit, for example, that the releases done by Analog Productions are superior. Greatly superior. Enough said. Okay, and let's proceed. For our last 6th series, something different, something special, something, I don't know, a little hidden away, I must admit, which comes from Abbey Road Studios, but it's greatly connected to Japan. I'm not that sure what is the chain, who is actually producing them. What am I talking about? The UHQLPs, which I've seen. These two came out at the beginning, and they started also to release other ones. So if you hunt for them, you will find them. But it's rather hard, actually. Now, these are quite expensive, especially here in Italy. We're going around 60, 80 euro, and they go around also. I've seen them for $60, $80, so even more in euro, actually. These are half-speed mastering. In fact, they're cut, from what I understand, the lacquers at Abbey Road by Miles Showell, who is doing all of these. You know that I'm not a great fan of the half-speed mastering done by Abbey Road, the reissues they're doing of Pink Floyd, for example, or The Police, or things like that. I have them, and I'm sorry to say that they are absolutely not good compared to, for example, an original. I have to say that. These are very good, okay? For the price, no, too much, too high. Considering what Rhino is doing for $40, no. In any case, very nice, especially the flamenco one, which this is born as an audiophile record, audiophile recording and everything. Nevertheless, I mean, it's fun to explore these because the genuine release is a very high quality. Very well done in all its aspects. These are a limited edition, 2,000 pieces for each one, and as you can see, it's also a one-step process. Okay? We've reached the end of this video. Now, please write in the comments other audiophile series that are missing in this list, because I'm sure I'm missing quite a few, even if they're just 1 or 2 releases, at least 2, otherwise it's not a series. But we are interested, remember, not labels, series, meaning small productions of high quality coming from a manufacturer who does also other stuff. Hopefully this will also involve mainstream at a certain point, because it will help people to come closer to music and appreciate high quality music and high quality mastering, okay? This is an important message we want to send out. Thank you again for watching, and remember that music is born analog.
Well guys, if you're enjoying my videos and you're enjoying my channel, please consider to subscribe by clicking the black and white logo here below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode and you will become a true member of the analog community.